And hello, this is Ian, CEO at We Offer Wellness, and traveling far today because I'm with Michael. Hello, Michael. Where are you?
Hi there. Yeah, I'm in faraway South Africa, a 10-hour flight from your spot.
It's 10
Um,
hours, is it? Okay, all right then.
it's about 10 hours.
Are you born and
Yeah.
bred South Africa?
I am, yeah, born in Cape Town, moved around a bit, lived on the south coast of KZN for a while, that's KwaZulu-Natal, and have been in Johannesburg about 22 years now.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
I found my place. I like Johannesburg, and yeah, I found my place, found my work here, and kind of refound my life as well.
Right,
Mm,
excellent. So much to talk about. Look,
yeah.
so with We Offer Wellness then, we're glad we found you and connected to you. And you and your dear wife Ilana were actually in our first 100 providers that signed up. So we're always going to remember the first 100. But let's tell people a little bit about what you do and why you do what you do, Michael, please, in terms of the wellness world. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm a qualified clinical psychologist um, with about 25 years experience. I'm also a life transition coach. And particularly with life transitions, I'm interested in retirement. So I run courses for people on the psychological preparation for retirement, because there's plenty on the financial. All these companies are running off financial courses, but I have seen in my own practice, both as a psychologist and a coach, that people who might be financially, they're all made out and they're doing well, they are actually often depressed, unfulfilled, dissatisfied with their lives, haven't reconciled with the loss of structure, the loss of status, haven't readjusted to their partner's needs at home. And the idea that, for retirement, all you need is good money, and then you play golf and go to the beach might hold up for 6 months. But after that, the kind of people fall into the void. There's often an emptiness, a sense of unfulfillment, dissatisfaction, and it doesn't really do much for one's soul as such. If you think about it, we're in the afternoon of our lives, retiring, not no longer in the morning, but maybe the late afternoon, and it's a very important phase. It takes up maybe 20 to 25% of us as living beings. And unfortunately, in the past, I think there's been a lot of discrimination about the aging process, when in fact, we need to keep moving, keep generating, and not stagnating. And that's some sort of a thread that I cover quite a lot just as a psychotherapist.
And
My work as a psychologist, I'm essentially a psychotherapist. So I see people, often during the day, sometimes online, and more often than not, questions of meaning, questions of change. How do we adjust after into our 50s? And also, how do we adjust as 20-year-olds? 20-year-olds, 25, 30-year-olds, often very concerned with their persona, to use a Jungian term. But the persona is necessary. We need that. But there's always something in the backyard that can trip people up. And that's where I come in, as a psychologist, as a psychotherapist, and as a coach for people who are navigating sometimes good, joyous transitions in their lives, other times not so good. So I'll deal with things like marriage, divorce, life and death, um, change, change, moving home, moving towns, moving schools. All those things are adjustments that we need to make. And I suppose the challenge as a human being is to say, well, you know, I'm up to this. I'm going to stay with it. I'm not going to withdraw, and I'm going to try and keep more of a positive life force going. Because also in my field, people, depression, anxiety. With depression, people tend to withdraw, and depression is really anti-life. It doesn't really kind of keep us in life at all, and that's why we need to watch it, because once we go down the slippery slope, then we end up in some trouble. So
Micheal,
yeah.
yeah, this is amazing. And I remember some of those early email exchanges we had when I was trying to understand what you do. You now talking about it and bringing it to life adds the gravity of the importance of it actually, in what you're describing, and it's pretty much inclusive to anybody in any part of the world who will be going through those phases in their life, which is what you're saying, which is quite remarkable, isn't it?
Exactly. There's a collective human experience. Yes, we are individuals, but we have some collective features and drives within ourselves that are common, across all population groups, across all cultures. Um, and so, yeah, I mean, the thing about connecting with people from Sweden, America, England, further south into Denmark, if we're north, I'm not sure. But those places, of course, we've got commonalities. Um, and I think that's also, if I go a little bit further theoretically, where Jung was kind of strong on the idea of a collective unconscious, made up of archetypes, experiences that are passed down through stories, through the narratives of our lives from one generation to the next. So, as human beings, yes, we have certainly got common experiences. Um, and, it's about, I suppose, at the end of it, being able to integrate, being able to pull together and accept, parts of our lives that have been really good and parts that haven't been so good.
Yeah.
And then dealing with the ambivalence of life. How can someone treat me so well today and then tomorrow he's treating me so badly? Um, those are the tensions, the sort of love hate, which kick off when we are very young. You know, yeah.
Micheal,
Are our needs going to be met? Yeah.
I can imagine the experience with you would have great depth to it. So give us a bit of an idea, please. If and when somebody is doing the search through We Offer Wellness and they're looking to find you, but they don't know that, all right, what would be some of the key words that if they were searching, that would help find the person to connect with you? What would be some of the key words? Coaching. What we're looking for?
Yeah, certainly coaching, psychotherapy, purpose, meaning, unfulfillment, lost, a lostness that people bring as well, um, psychological assistance, um, uh, individual, you as an individual, relationships, your relationship to yourself and relationship to other people and the world and the relationship to your body.
Mhm.
Um, those are things that really interest me. But beyond that, also dream work. I have quite a strong interest in dream work where we collaborate. I'm not the all-knowing sort of expert about the dream. I know a little bit, but as does the person, the dreamer, him or herself. They also have some knowledge, but they're a bit puzzled, not quite sure what it's about. So I try to assist in that way as well. So my work really is about talk therapy, um, using dream work, but yeah, and letting our relationship unfold as naturally or as organically as possible, with
Yes.
respect for defenses and respect for um, new openings, new possibilities that may emerge on the horizon for the person
Yeah. No,
through a
Micheal.
dialogue with me. Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely fantastic. I can only imagine this would be an incredible life journey for somebody. Certainly with the possibility of meeting some needs that will help a person on their journey as they continue. So I really hope it will do come and find you and what you do. I'm glad this is in the world, most definitely. And I'm also glad that they don't have to necessarily travel to South Africa to find you. They can do it online. Okay, so people, that will be another thing. But Micheal, we need to leave it there for now. We're going to get you back in at some point because Tash is going to be doing longer podcast type styles because the things you've been talking about, there's much more depth to this, and we need to explore and open this up even more. So, in the hopefully not too far future, we'll have you back in again. Is that okay?
Sure, it's okay. Only too happy to go further and into a more depth perspective, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. But for now, people, please come and find Micheal with all those keywords and
Yeah.
connect and come be part of what we're doing. Thanks ever so much, Micheal. Thank you.
Thanks very much.